We got a video, the biggest power with the Grammys. Lock in, bro.
With the Grammys recently announcing their nominations for the upcoming 2024 awards, there was a lot of pressure for them to get this year right after the horrid nominations
this is like 2
that we
months
saw
old. I
in
ain't gonna lie.
categories like Best Rap Album in 2023, and after seeing the records they picked this year, it seemed like they may have actually had a change for the better. Travis Scott's Utopia, Drake and 21 Savage's Her Loss, Nas's King's Disease 3, Metro Boomin's Heroes and Villains, and Killer Mike's Michael are all extremely well-deserved selections for Best Rap Album, and they arguably make for the most consistent selections that the Grammys have ever made in this category. Now, while seeing the nominations for Best Rap Album gave me hope that the Grammys were turning over a new leaf, once I saw their nominations for the overall Best Album award, I was more disappointed than ever. Looking at the 8 records that have been selected to represent the very best of what music has to offer in this period, not a single one of them is a hip-hop record. So in a period where Travis Scott and Metro Boomin delivered pure musical blockbusters, Nas and Killer Mike set new precedents for how an aging rapper can make an incredibly powerful and important body of work, and Drake and 21 Savage gave us a collab effort that has dominated the airwaves among so many other great hip-hop moments. Not a single record was recognized as even a candidate for this award? Not having a single hip-hop album, despite the genre's prominence today, is more than just a simple snub, but in actuality, it highlights the massive problem with the Grammys as a whole. Despite how culturally relevant, boundary-pushing, and genre-defining an album in the hip-hop world may be, the Grammys seem to almost always overlook them. Now, while hip-hop has had a ton of renowned albums in all forms and styles, it's no surprise that more abstract or underground records have not gotten recognition, but even some of modern hip-hop's most iconic offerings have been shunned. Now, it's no surprise that the Grammys aren't picking records based purely on their intricacies and craftsmanship, but based on the example the award show has set, it seems that most records are selected based on a blend of the hype and popularity behind them along with their quality, and when it comes to these factors, I don't know how many artists had a better case to be nominated for Best Album this year than Travis Scott and his record Utopia. From the presentation and spectacle Travis packed into this entire album to its sheer consistency and quality, there is no other way to put it. Utopia should have been nominated for Best Album at least, but at this point, it's just become another great hip-hop record that has been overlooked
rap album, bro. Fucking Killer Mike, no disrespect to that nigga, bro. I did not know who that nigga was, bro. And that's fine, I'm young, I'm not supposed to know who this nigga is. No, niggas say niggas don't look him up. I looked him up, bro. I looked him up, and I listened to the top 3 songs on the album. No, me personally, I just think the top 3 songs on fucking Utopia is better, and Utopia should have won, really, for real. Utopia should have won. I'm not gonna lie. Now, Killer Mike, it was good though. I'm not gonna lie. It was a dog shit. Like, it wasn't like the shittiest shit ever. It was just, I just feel like it was better. Like, Utopia was just, I don't know, bro. Maybe because I'm young. I don't know. He just like just an old school type rapper, bro. It is like the music wasn't really old school for real, but it was like a more modern old school type shit. I don't know how to explain it. You gotta just listen to it for yourself for real. But like, that nigga, I just feel like he shouldn't have won that, bro. I don't know. That is me. It's my fault. Not really, but it is. Like, I don't know. I just feel like he should have won that, bro. I feel like Utopia was better, and I feel like Metro Boomin, I don't know, bro.
Academy. Now, with this year especially, the majority of best
I might just have to like listen to the whole thing, bro.
Exact same cloth, with this list being dominated by the most radio-friendly albums from the most marketable of stars, and while some of these records are deservingly here, having a near soul musical archetype,
and I heard SZA
entire category.
SZA had the most nominees. I don't know how many she won though. I don't know if she won any. If she had the most, I hate when they could be having the most nominees and you didn't win nothing. Like, come on, bro. Lock in, bro. Nothing. I had the most and I didn't win not a single one, bro. I'd be pissed, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But I think she might have won one. I don't know. I gotta look it up.
Hides the rest of the larger creative ecosystem within the music world from being seen on the global stage that it should be. From hip-hop all the way to the smallest corners of the industry, there are so many aspects of the music world that the Grammys fails to represent to the extent their standards say they hold them to, but while this would make at least some sense for more niche genres that are not as prominently covered as pop music, it makes absolutely no sense why hip-hop is still relegated to the side despite it statistically being the most popular genre in music for over half of a decade at this point. point. To break down how the Grammys has perceived hip-hop at its peak in popularity, since 2010, there have been 93 albums nominated for Best Album, with only 14 of them being hip-hop records. Now, this is where it gets crazy. Out of these 14 rap albums that have been nominated for this award, can you guess how many have won it? Is 0. This includes such snubs as Kendrick Lamar's To Pimp a Butterfly losing to Taylor Swift's 1989, and even Kendrick's latest album, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, losing to Harry Styles with Harry's House. Time and time again, we have seen albums from the likes of greats like Kendrick Lamar, Eminem, and Kanye West end up losing to, at best, pretty good pop albums, but at worst, some of the most generic and creatively bankrupt albums out there. Now, the problem is with this same narrative and this same story repeating nearly every year, it has set a precedent that even the best of what hip-hop has to offer will never be enough. Even with an album that is stored in the Library of Congress like To Pimp a Butterfly, it will not be recognized for its musical achievements over something as popular and commercial as Taylor Swift's 1989. I don't think any pain was worse as a hip-hop fan than seeing Harry Styles take the Grammy for Best Rap Album over Kendrick Lamar with a record that sounds like it was made for iPhone commercials and Target aisles. Now, I want to be clear here. I'm not saying that hip-hop deserves to win every year, but the problem is that once-in-a-lifetime rap albums are being undervalued constantly for the item of the week in pop music. This problem isn't exclusively hip-hop's, as artists like Beyonce and Bad Bunny were just as deserving as Kendrick Lamar for Best Album last year, but they had to give it to somebody as sanitized and plain as Harry Styles. So when we look at albums that are as thought-provoking as Kendrick Lamar's or as creative as Kanye West's, there is no plausible answer to the question of how a single hip-hop record has never won Best Album in our current era. Beyond just the modern era of music we are living in, throughout hip-hop's 50-year history, the only two rap records to ever win Best Album were The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill and Outkast's Speakerboxxx The Love Below, which are both diamond albums that respectively bend into R&B and pop pretty heavily. Now, what these projects tell us is that a hip-hop album doesn't just have to be one of the best-selling albums of all time to get its recognition, but it has to contort the genre's DNA into something that is borderline unrecognizable to most of what's coming out in it to even be considered to win. For how culturally important hip-hop has been, and for how many albums have been already deemed modern classics in the eyes of the people, it looks utterly disrespectful to undermine the achievements so many rappers have made year after year. From thrilling records from the likes of Travis Scott and Future to the powerful mental health pieces from artists like Kid Cudi and Mac Miller, the way hardly any rap albums have even had a chance at winning music's most coveted prize is a trap.
So many good artists.
Making things even worse beyond the Best Album category, the way the Grammys has treated hip-hop within its own Best Rap Album category has made the genre seem like a sheer and utter joke to them on countless occasions. From the 2023 nominations, which selected universally panned albums like DJ Khaled's God Did and Jack Harlow's Come Home the Kids Miss You over universally praised albums like Jid's The Forever Story, to Macklemore winning Best Rap Album over Kendrick Lamar, Kanye West, Jay-Z, and Drake in 2014. Seems like nearly every year there is a new reason for the hip-hop community to disrespect and turn its back on the Grammys. When Macklemore won with The Heist in 2014, or Cardi B won in 2019.
Yeah, so like, it's not even like, bro, I already don't follow the Grammys, bro. I need to start following shit, bro. That's my problem, bro. I would not be following shit. But I already follow the Grammys, bro. So this is like a reoccurring thing, bro. They just disrespect the fuck out of good albums. Like I thought this year it was just like, oh no, maybe I just be forgetting. Maybe that's probably my fault. Maybe I just be forgetting. Like, yo, these niggas do be disrespecting the fuck out of albums. Cause like I thought it was like this, like a this year type shit. No, these like every year these niggas just disrespect the fuck like out of good ass albums, like universally good praise albums. I swear to God, don't get me wrong. Again, Killer Mac, bro, his album is good, but like, I personally just feel that Utopia was just way better. That's all I think. That's how I think. That's how I feel. And you can say, oh, it's because you're young. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I don't care. You're just saying shit now. Like, lock into me not giving a fuck. Lock into that, nigga. Cause me personally, you just sound like a bitch, and you're mad, and you old as shit, nigga. Calm down, bro. You mad as fuck, and you old. And that's why you're mad that Utopia. No, that's why I'm mad. I'm mad Utopia didn't win. Fuck out of here. That's why I'm mad, nigga. Y'all old ass niggas over here talking about. I swear to God, bro. I went to Instagram. Niggas in the comments talking about. They talking about, oh, y'all know who Killer Mike is, bro? Bro, I looked this nigga up, bro. His top song is from 2001. Why the fuck will I know who this nigga is? Like, that really blew me. really blew me was like, yo, this nigga, his top song was out and I wasn't even born. Like, come on, lock in, bro. This nigga should not have won that shit. Like, it was a good album though. Don't get me wrong. It was good, but like, he should not won that shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But I guess the old heads, bro, they got more power than we thought, bro. The old niggas, bro, they got more power than we thought, bro. That's our problem, bro. We need to start voting on this shit, cause they should not won that.
Invasion and
Like, that's what they need
privacy
to do.
over
Did
albums.
you vote for it? Do we? We need to. They need to stop. They just pick it, like, yeah, nominees, and then they pick it themselves. No, we need to vote for that shit. I ain't gonna lie. They have votes.
Like Mac Miller's Swimming and Astroworld, it seemed like the hip hop category was more focused on making the craziest headline possible and spiking up views rather than honoring the actual art. It's these very moments that have turned what seems like the overwhelming majority of hip hop fans against the Grammys. So when we look at these awards and their underrepresentation of hip hop in their most important categories, along with their controversial nominations and award choices in their own rap categories, we see that the biggest problem facing the Grammys is their lack of respect towards so much of what makes hip-hop sacred. So as people begin to talk about the 2024 Grammys and are excited for the best rap album nominees because they have done better than their usual standard, the fact that some of the most important rappers on the planet like Nas, Drake, and Travis Scott's latest works are still relegated to just a single category despite their importance, despite how high quality they are, it's a disservice to not just hip-hop but music as a whole. So as we look at the biggest problem with the Grammys, it's clear that the only way change even has a remote chance to come is if hip-hop keeps distancing itself from the awards. With more rappers every year dissing the Grammys and calling them out for their hypocrisy, maybe just eventually, we will reach a point where hip-hop will have to be respected for what it has set the way for and not pushed to the side and overlooked at every chance possible. Now that's what I have to say about all this, so now let me know your thoughts. What do you think about the Grammy Awards and their treatment of hip-hop as a whole to this point? Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe, it helps me out a ton and it is free to do. Thank you for watching, your support means everything. Mr. F, Fantastic Hip Hop, signing out, catch you in the next video.
Lock into Taylor Swift got these white holes in the chokehold, bro. I knew this already, but like I didn't know how serious it really was, bro. Like I really did not, bro. I did not know how serious it was, bro. These white hoes, even some black hoes that's whitewashed, bro. I think I don't know. I be seeing y'all, bro. I know a couple of black girls that's whitewashed, bro, and that's fine, you know. They not fully whitewashed, like a couple of them. I know not fully whitewashed, but I know a particular one that's extremely whitewashed, and you know, she folded to Taylor Swift and her tactics. You know, me personally, I see that as a disgrace to us black people, as in, why the fuck are you folding like this? When her song come on, and you know, don't get me wrong, I know a couple of Taylor Swift songs, you know, old ones. I don't necessarily know, but I know a couple of her iconic songs, you know. And, you know, they iconic for a reason, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, no, lock into. I don't want to talk about no more.